Hey, peace to the tribe, peace to the tribe. I hope y'all can see me clearly. We're just giving a little bit of nighttime. We can do a little spooky vibes, if you will. Um, but I'm gonna pull a message from my divine masculine of what you all need to hear most. But I'm doing this thing with stem cell and light energy. And oh, gratitude for the hurt me. Gratitude for the hurt me. Boom. Gratitude, gratitude. So this stem cell, welcome in B, and light energy has been so healing. Like you all should look into that. You should look into that 100,000%. All right, so I'm just gonna pull some cards. This energy is for my divine masculine because right now there is an attack on our divine masculine. Our men are being told that being strong is toxic and not in divine alignment. And although there are, ooh, look, first card that flips, self-sabotage, like blind to it, self-sabotage. When you learn to get out your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. And this card is yellow, which is your sun, which is your solar plexus, which is your divine masculine energy. And you see the eyes are being covered. Welcome in, Zay Smooth, my love. Welcome in. Welcome in, anointed one. Anointed Candace, rather. This is your solar plexus, and you see the eyes are being covered like your sun, which you would, those are what you would use to see the outside sun. That is being blocked. Things are not as they seem. Things, what you've been seeing on the outside is not it. Get yourself out the victim mentality because the attack on you has put that programming, but you are not toxic. You are needed. You are loved. You are adored. Welcome in, Big Ty. Yeah, Big Ty. Like your energy is needed, sir. But sometimes you can't see what's right in front of you. Oh, and my lights just lit up. My lights just lit up. They're the running joke with my lights. They're not supposed to turn on unless the TV's on, and the TV is not on, and the lights just randomly come on. But usually they come on with a high sense of energy, a high surge of energy. These wow, these two cards came face down and upside down, both of them. Receive and reach out. There's an issue, divine masculine. Ego is blocking you. Ego is blocking you from being able to receive the help because you've been told that as a man, you got to be strong and you can't have no help and you have to sacrifice yourself. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me, hearing this message for your divine masculine, for your solar plexus. Allow yourself to receive. This came up upside down and face down. This is a subconscious belief. It's been ingrained in your heart. This is a gift that was imprinted to you from your paternal side. Whether you knew your father or had your father in your life or not, this energy of not being able to receive was gifted to you through your paternal side. It says, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. And it's funny, I've been catching up on my law and order too. I've been catching up on my law and order. But you're having an issue taking it because you're such a kind soul, because you're such a blissful soul. And you give and you give and you give, and you don't always recognize how to pivot so you can receive in a gracious manner. But that's your ego. That's your ego. But that's being healed, that's being cleared. This energy is being channeled. Next, reach out. This also came upside down, and look at the green. That again is your heart chakra. Look where the hands are, right where the heart chakra is. Reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it is truly okay to accept support however it is presented to you. Yeah. Not my throat chakra cutting up. Welcome in, Joyce. Welcome in, Kingdom. Hello, hello. This is a message for divine masculine energy, solar plexus energy. Like, reach out and receive the same card. It's basically the same card saying the same thing. And you don't want to reach out. My day was amazing. My day was amazing. Despite whatever. I made some soup. Which is why I even have the energy to come here with you all today. The broth I made with rosemary, thyme, garlic, cilantro, lemongrass. I put that in the broth with black turmeric, Siberian ginseng, acetus, like a whole bunch of stuff. But that was the broth. And then I added paprika and more garlic and carrots, sweet potatoes, green beans, because that's what I had. But yeah, soup is me. And I made some cornmeal dumplings. Cornmeal dumpling. Anyway, not being able to speak, not allowing your ego. Sounds like you could use some chamomile or eucalyptus. So I did a steam pot with eucalyptus, chamomile, mullein. I didn't put melon in the soup, I forgot. Mint, lemon peels from my tree, orange peels, rosemary, thyme. I did a steam pot with that and breathed that in, took that in. But yeah, and chamomile I put in my tea. At night I do chamomile, blue vervain, burdock root, and there's another Chinese herb. I'm not sure what it is, but oh, and the Cuban mint that's in my garden. It's Cuban mint or Mexico oregano is also what it's known as. But yeah, that's been really helpful. And you know who helped me? My husband. My husband and my beautiful sister goddess, Netcher. She's on TT. Sorry, YouTube. She's on TT. And she's a master with these motherfucking herbs. Okay? Okay? You want to know something about some herbs? She got you. She got you. She got you. So grateful to have her in my life. So yeah, I've been taking that in. I've been taking that in because I had kicked it, but then I went back home over the weekend, and I know I'm gonna get back on subject. There's a reason why I'm going off on this tangent. Because we went back to Miami, and Miami, that's where I'm from. I now live in Central Florida. But Miami's energy is so so anxious, so pulling, so draining, but it sets you up for whatever you need in life. Like, you want to learn how to be able to survive some shit? Go to fucking Miami. Spend some time in Miami. So even though I was raised up in a religious household, I was still in the environment. And we went back home this weekend, and I thought I had kicked this shit. Went down there, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Within 24 hours, I was like, this is some bullshit. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. But going through this energy, coming back, I was down for the count, and it's just me and the boys. And I was like, I'm not calling my mother-in-law. I'm not asking nobody for shit. Like, we gonna thud this shit out by ourselves, right? That's ego, yeah. But there's reasonings behind that. But still, that's within the divine masculine energy. Not being able to reach out, not being able to receive for whatever reason. Okay, not allowing our heart chakra to be fully restored and resurrected. And I'm saying that because look at the feathers. Look at the feathers. I'm showing my tea. Look at the feathers. Here y'all go, TT. That's peacock. Peacock feathers represent the healing, the resurrection, rather, the rejuvenation. So I want to see. I have my Black Moon astrology oracle. I'm gonna see what welcome in. Oh, Gratitude for the roses, Nurture. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Thank you for the love, always. Welcome in, everybody. I want to keep this peace, peace, Chris. How are you? What is that? My screen is dark, so I can't really see. But my phone is going to cut off soon for y'all. YT for y'all. Okay, Virgo, I analyze. All right, so this is the energy that is right now devoid in your sun energy, in your masculine energy, in how you're perceiving things. And your analytics right now are a little off. They're a little off. So just be mindful, still push through with your energy, still analyze and read every situation, but make sure you're doing so in a grounded energy. With this Virgo, you want to make sure that you're using your divine feminine energy, your empathy, your awareness, your consideration, your perspective. Make sure you're moving about it in that divine feminine way, right? With that Virgo. Next, let's see what else could possibly be coming through. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining. First house, the body. And first house is sun energy. Listen, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Crystal clear solutions. Yes, crystal clear solutions. This shit is crystal clear. Look at your, and the lights just went out. All right. First house, the body. The body being your earth energy, being that Virgo energy. But first house, whatever your first house is in, so your sun sign, so my sun sign is a Pisces, because I was born the end of February 28th. So whatever your sun sign is, your body is purging this energy. Let me see. What energy is the body purging with this fall of the moon? Sun. Ooh, fall of the sun. Not the moon. The intuition is heightened. Listen. Ooh, are you listening to your body? Are you listening to your body? Closing your eyes. Are you listening to your body? You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. Welcome in, Shantae. Gratitude. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here. Allow yourself and all this red root chakra energy, do not go about it in ancestral ways. If you're moving about it in ancestral ways, it's like you're not listening because your ancestors didn't listen. And you're not listening to your body. Because remember, I said, what is it that your body is purging? You ignoring the signs of your body. And you're ignoring the signs of your body because of your ego. Because of your imbalance in your solar plexus. You know what? Let me do something on the solar plexus real quick. Okay. Let's pull this mudra. Breathing in deeply through your nose. Expanding your belly, holding it, and exhale. In through your nose and exhale. Like deep breaths like that circulating. Breathe and expanding your belly is good because that's where your solar plexus lies. So you want to bring that oxygen into that solar plexus. You're purging that energy of not listening to that gut feeling. Because every time you have that gut feeling and you get proven right, you're kicking yourself because you knew. But That's something that we're purging, because that energy is rooted in a trauma trigger of things only go right, or things always go wrong when I don't listen to my gut. That shows you, that throws you into an imbalance. Transmuting that energy more is, I always follow my balanced, healthy gut. I always listen to my gut intuition. Things always go right for me, because instead of feeling that when the things that went wrong or bad were bad, no, it's just something that you experienced, and it's okay. Like, it's time to not keep beating yourself up in it. Like, whatever it is. And I was just saying this to someone today, that is anchored in a response trigger, but that response trigger is coming from an unbalanced ego wound. When you want to have a deep emotional response to something, you anchor it in with something physical and tangible. And when you have a deep emotional response, the automatic physical anchor is in your gut, not in your heart. It goes in your gut. It goes into your lower chakras. It feeds right on into your sacral, right on through to your root. So, and both these cards came upside down. Second house, owning. Solar eclipse, revolution. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What? What? Second house, owning. Second house is your moon sign. Hello. New moon energy in Libra, which is tonight, which is such an important and pertinent moon, because it's such a deep devoid of any sunlight. The lights just went out. No influence of the conscious mind. We're filtering right into the super conscious, right into the higher ethereal with this energy here. It's like a clear, the veil is thin around this time, baby. This time, as we start to get closer to Dia de la Huerta, and we start getting closer to those transitions to 11/7, we start getting closer to these different portals. So right now, it's a good time to reprogram our conscious beliefs. And second house, owning it. You're owning up to your own shit. You're recognizing how everything is just you outwardly expressed, how everything is just a mirror, from your friends to your family to your job. So things that haven't been quite feeling right, it's time to change the feeling of it. Own it. Solar eclipse, revolution. The sun is blacked out. Look at this red. Look at this orange. Look at this yellow. Look at this root. Look at this sacral. Look at this solar plexus. It's on fire, and it is blacked out. That sun ain't getting no play. It's time for a revolution. I'm hearing Michael Jackson revolution. I'm not going to sing it. But there's something stopping me. Yes. It's time to revolutionize your mind. 111 on my clock as I looked up. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for tapping in. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. 3.2. Okay. 3.2. I'm going to be on here for 10 more minutes, y'all. Me and hubby got a date night. So, yeah. This energy is so magnificent. It's so magnificent. And I hope you allow yourself to go after your passions and your desires with feverish anticipation. I hope that you don't allow anything to stop you or discourage you from getting what it is that you deserve. And you deserve the whole fucking world. You deserve it all. You deserve it all, You deserve everything that is in your heart. Don't allow your ego and your body to lie to you. If there's anything out of whack with your body, if there's anything that is imbalanced and is causing a dis-ease in the connection with your mind and your body, there are ways to correct that, because things manifest in the body from the thoughts. You create it. You create it with your thoughts and your responses to experiences. If you are having negative experiences in your life and you don't dispel and transmute that energy in some way, it's pent up in your body. And then it will manifest in some way. And then when you look and you're saying, hey, I'm having this issue, this issue, this issue, you can normally trace it back to a belief or a wiring, and you keep repeating it over and over and over. There's a lot of individuals, men in particular. So right now, we're still talking to the divine masculine, but particularly those who identify as a man in whatever capacity. There's a lot of judgment in how you view yourself as a man based off of what the imprint that was given to you in your foundation from that maternal energy. So whatever that maternal viewed you as, you still view yourself or judge yourself in that light. And sometimes it's in spite of, and that's not the highest outcome, because sometimes those relationships don't always flourish when you're consistently judging yourself from a space of hurt instead of a space of kudos. And, ooh, yep, battery's at 5%. We about to wrap this up. But you keep manifesting that. And it's not everyone or in everything, but when you create from that space of my mother this or my mother that or my grandmother this or my grandmother that, but it's whatever that divine feminine that was in your foundation, your household, right? And there's some of you who had like a lot of people. Maybe you were in foster care or something like that, but that energy is welcome in. Thank you, Crystal, rather. That energy is putting you in a space of halt, of halt. So if I'm seeing something with your feet, like you're not allowing yourself to quite move at the speed that you need to because of this judgment. It's kind of like this judgment is an anchor for you in your feet. If you've been having issues with your feet, or you've been wanting massage or acupuncture, or I'm seeing water therapy, a pedicure, I'm seeing bubbles and stuff. Maybe it's a jacuzzi. Maybe you need a vacation. Okay, and you need to like let that stress out of your feet. Maybe it's a jacuzzi. Maybe it's a hot tub while you're on vacation. But yeah, so that, oh yeah, they're saying, yeah. Okay, so those are things, everything I was just saying, the acupuncture, the massage, those are ways for you to relieve the stress in your body. That's what they're showing me with your feet. And the feet also being connected to the root chakra, being connected to that ancestral energy. It'll help release some of that tension. So yeah, if it's a vacation, if you like, I got some days, fuck this shit, then go do it. Go do it. But even if it's just acupuncture or you're getting a massage or you get a pedicure, you know, that there should be some release through your feet on that space. Your body wants to release some of that energy. And do that within the next 72 hours, because you'll feel this energy of the moon within the next 72 hours. It's a beautiful time to imprint that. Okay, so I'm going to go because this phone is at 5%. I love you all. I'm grateful for you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware,